Hey guys, Bill coming to you December 7th or 8th, I think. I never know what day it is when I do these videos. All day long I'll know, and then I'll do the video, and then I don't know. This video today is going to be twofold. Number one, I'm going to show you a quick chili recipe that's pouch friendly completely, and I would probably not recommend this to anybody under 4 weeks out, especially if the doctor hasn't cleared you of meats and a little bit rougher foods. This is a recipe that my wife and I have been making, and it's really friendly on the pouch. It's been working for me, and I eat a lot of it because it's chock full of protein, and it's reasonably high in fiber. But it is a chili recipe. It's a crock pot recipe, so you would need a slow cooker for this. But if you ladies, you guys can do amazing things with just pots. So by all means, if you can keep your temperature low enough and stay on it and stir it, this is a set it and forget it type of recipe though. And no, I am not doing an infomercial. The first thing you're going to need, let me give you the ingredients. You're going to need a 28-ounce can of diced tomatoes. You'll need one 15-ounce can of just regular tomato sauce. You don't have to use this brand. This is a brand my wife and I use. It's a little bit cheaper. Inexpensive, not cheap, but inexpensive. And then 2 cans of the kidney beans. Kidney beans are crucial in this one, and they're so good. I think this says for a half of a cup you're getting 7 grams of protein, and you're getting 20% of your daily fiber in that. So for those of you who are backed up, these kidney beans, that's the reason why we use the kidney beans. And they're very flavorful. If I didn't like kidney beans before, but I'll tell you right now, I love them a lot. Let me show you. And then after you get those in there, what you'll need is 1 pound of ground beef. Now, we went and bought a lean ground beef. We wanted to do a ground turkey. It was a little bit pricey this time around. I'm not too sure why. It's usually about $3-4 bucks a pound or so, something like that, $3.99. But it was over $5, so we went with the ground beef. So anyway, ground turkey is preferable on this dish. I call it a dish. It's chili, but if you can't afford it or just don't want to pay that outrageous amount for ground turkey, you can get the real lean ground beef, and especially if it's on sale, it's really good. I'm going to show you the end product. I already got my crock pot going. Put your crock pot on for about 6.5 hours, depending on what time you're going to be home. And let me taking off the lid right now, guys, so you can see what we got going on here. And I'm just going to bring you guys over here real quick and show you what we got. That's it. So I put the onions on top, that way it kind of makes it in there really good. I mean, just sits on top and gets nice and soft, and then I mix them in, and I don't know, I just prefer to do it that way. You don't have to. You can mix them in right away. So yeah, like I say, I got my crock pot on for about 6.5 hours, and that's it. Bruce asked me to do a recipe video. This is just the fastest one. I know I can whip it out and just get it on here. So Bruce, I have a lot more, but for now, I mean, this will work. The second part of this video is going to be called "The Fat Ass in the Mirror." Basically, I haven't been on for a couple weeks and haven't done an update video for a couple weeks, and the main reason for that, and I'll just come right out and say it, is I didn't want to bring anybody down. And I didn't want to worry anybody, and I didn't want anybody to start freaking out that's been thinking about having this gastric bypass. And it started with a stall. And I've been stalled at 234 pounds for the last 2 weeks. And like, I check my weight every 3 or 4 days. I wasn't really paying attention, but I noticed the second time I checked it, it didn't move, the scale. Just to give you a little background, I'm still doing 3 meals a day. I'm doing about a half a cup each meal, and this is like dinner and lunch, and then like a cottage cheese. I still do that with about a quarter cup of sunflower seeds, and that's a huge amount of protein. And then I, of course, take my vitamins and doing all that. But really, I mean, it started with the stall, and then my wife and I wanted to do something for my wife as a Christmas gift for us. to kind of rekindle things, you know. And so my brother runs a bed and breakfast in Monterey, California, and he got us, you know, some couple of rooms, and we went with some friends of ours. And so we went to Monterey, and I don't know if you guys have ever been to Monterey, California, or thought about going there, but it's a beautiful place. And a ton of shops on the famous street. It's called Cannery Row. It's right on the ocean. Just beautiful. And so we went there, and the big draw there is all the nice restaurants they have. And of course, restaurants means eating. And they have a bunch of shops that are just dedicated to candy and junk and shit. And, you know, that seemed to be the recurring theme with this trip that we went on, is that it was all about, okay, what do you guys want to eat? And a friend of mine, he has always, you know, been to, you know, 190 and just 6'2", and he's, you know, always been in good shape, and he's got a really good metabolism. And I've always been the fat guy. Well, now the tables have kind of turned, and he's the fatter guy. You know, he's not in good shape as I am anymore. You know, I've been working out quite a bit, 3 days a week. I mean, even for me, that's good. He's not working out at all, and he basically sits behind a computer and he does machine work and stuff. So that's just his background. So it's important that I gave you that, only in the fact that when we went, he was, you know, he was eating pretty good and drinking a lot of alcohol, and so we had a really good time. I mean, it wasn't anything bad. It's just it was all about let's eat, let's eat, let's eat, you know, and that is a lot of what there is to do there, is eat these good restaurants and stuff. And so, you know, my wife enjoyed herself, and his wife enjoyed herself, and he definitely enjoyed himself, you know, and he ate a lot of food. And I would just sit there and look at him, watch him eat this massive amount of foods, and just thinking to myself, you know, I don't want to go back there. I don't want to go back to that guy. And I just looked at him, and I started to see the old me. And it depressed me, I'll be honest, guys. It did. I looked at this guy eating and thought to myself, did I do that? Did I look like that? I mean, just boom, boom, just. And then I ordered these, I ordered tacos. I ordered these salmon tacos, and I just ate the inside, and I could only get through one of them, you know. And he ate, and they came with 3, and he ate his 3 plus my 2. And that happened a couple times, you know. He'd just eat the rest of my food because I told him, you know, I'm just going to order, you know, what I can eat, and then, you know, a lot of the stuff, you know, the kids' meals, it's not healthy. And so, anyway, long story short, and just watching him eat and watching my wife and his wife eat, and just thinking to myself, you know, I don't want to go back there. But, you know, then I got home, and I just looked in the mirror, and I just seen this fat guy there, you know. They say that your mind, after you lose weight, your mind, when it sees that person in the mirror, it doesn't recognize that person, because your mind still has been so many years of you being so heavy. You see this really skinny guy really fast, your mind's like, that's not you. And I've experienced a little bit of that, and I've experienced a little bit of depression with that, guys. And that's why I've been on in a couple weeks. You know, I really didn't want to bring anybody down, and but I sent a couple messages to some really close friends on here, and that have been, not the newer bypass patients, but some of the ones that are seasoned, have been around and probably experienced some of the things that I'm going through. And just told them, you know, I want to make this video. I need to get this stuff off my chest, and I probably will get a lot of good feedback, but I just don't want to bring any of the new people down, and I don't want to bring anybody down that's thinking about having it. And they brought up some really good points. It's like, this is my journal, and this is going to be something that I'm going to want to come back and look at when a couple years down the road, when I don't have the benefit of the small pouch, and I don't have the benefit of not having an appetite. And so you see a fat ass in the mirror. You see that fat kid. You see the fat person you used to be in the mirror when you go through things like I went through. And it's so boring being somewhere and not enjoying the food. I mean, don't get me wrong. I was able to order it, enjoy it. It's just it's a complete different mindset now. It's not the same. And you go through a depression. I went through a depression. And what I've gained from all of it is that I'm in a stall I'm burning fat, I'm working out, I'm okay, and I'm going to continue to lose weight. But there's still that thing in the back of your mind that says, you know, you're such a fat boy, you know, you're such a fat ass. Look, you know, and you look at yourself and you're like, I'm not, that's me. And your brain's like, that's not you. You're that 300 insecure guy that, you know, goes to the store and thinks everybody's, in the restaurants, and thinks everybody's staring at him because he's a big fat guy and he's afraid to order anything that's really fried, or he thinks people are like, God, look at that fat ass, you know. No wonder we have to pay so much for insurance. And that's how I feel, you know. And so it's been depressing lately, and I'm not that guy no more. And another thing is, I don't know how to take these compliments. I get these compliments like, man, you look so good and you're so thin, and I'm like, I don't know. It irritates me when people tell me I look good. It does, especially women. I don't know why. You know, it's annoying. And I shouldn't feel like that. I should be glad and grateful and happy. And everybody's so happy and upbeat on our videos all the time. You know, they're like, whoa, you know, this person was checking me out today, and this person thinks I'm hot, and you know, and I get a lot of compliments from even, you know, friends of mine and people that I knew. They're like, man, you look really good, and I just don't know how to take it. You know, I just like, because I don't feel like I'm that, like, I look good. I don't feel like that skinny guy. You know, I don't feel like the hunk. You know, I feel like the fat guy still, it's almost like in my mind when they tell me that, hey man, you look really good. It's like, just trying to be nice. He knows I'm a fat fuck. You know, sorry for cursing. You know, I'm a fat ass. You know, why are you blowing smoke at my ass? You know, it's just how I feel. That's what my mind says, guys. And I know it's wrong. I know it's not right, but I still feel that way, and makes me really sad that I do. You know, I want to be confident. I want to be able to take compliments from both sexes, you know, and be okay with it. But there's just that part of me that says, you know, what the hell is he telling? What are they telling you? You look good. You're a fat guy. You know, you're big. You're huge. And then I get irritated because I can't fit into a size 34 yet, you know, and I'm like, yeah, you are a fat fuck. But I was in a size 42 pants. I know that. My mind is like lying to me, and it's telling me it's not good enough. It's not good enough. And so I'm 8 weeks out now, and you know, I've been on this stall for between 234, 235 pounds for 2 weeks. I know I'm burning inches because I've been checking. I'm down to a size 38 comfortably. I can wear a 36. But just that part of your brain, you know, just prepare yourself, guys. That's what I mean. I mean, that first month, the first 4 weeks, I didn't have any of these problems, you know. I lost a ton of weight. I was really happy, fired up. And 7th and 8th week, going on 9 weeks this Friday, it just, I don't know. I figured I'd share it because maybe I'd get some good feedback from you guys, and try to put things into perspective, because it's very difficult. And I know these long videos are crap, but I gotta log this, and you know, my friend's right. You know, I sent him a message and he's like, you know, you gotta log this. That way you can come back and look later, and when you're two years out and you don't have the benefit of the small pouch, and you have an appetite now again, and you start going through some of these, you know, kind of like a depression or something like that, you know, you can come back and look at the video and be like, yeah, okay, I got through that. I know what happened. I know what I was thinking. I know what I was doing. I know what was happening. And you're able to handle it better. Hi, Thun! Little guy, he's over there eating. So, I'm going to get this video out. I hope I didn't depress you guys too much, and I really am thankful for all of you that watch the videos and give me comments and feedback, and anyway, I will try to work on becoming a better listener and better at taking compliments from people in the meantime. So, I'll probably come out with another video in a week. I'm going to keep these going. I'm trying not to wait 2 weeks, and even if I'm sad, I'll just put it out there. But I'm coming out of it. I'm coming out of this funk that I'm in. And you know, I hope you guys will just send me some positive vibes and let me know and leave comments. And for those that haven't subscribed, subscribe up there and let me know and tell me what you think. So anyway, y'all are beautiful, and remember, don't be on the scale all the time. It's not worth it. Bye guys, take care.